stay here?
No. I mean, we could. Be a nice staycation.
We should do one of those some year. We should get a fence and have a staycation. Huh?
Sounds good. With optimism in our hearts and while also trying to manage expectations, we set out from Lancaster, Pennsylvania on our way to Baltimore Washington International Airport. About halfway through our drive, we got one of the worst emails you can get while traveling. Our flight was delayed 2 hours. Knowing we only had a 1 hour layover in Iceland, with a 2 hour delay, silent panic began to creep over us as we waited for our flight. Because our entire flight was through Play Airlines, a budget Icelandic company, we were told that all connecting flights were delayed at Reykjavik Airport. After getting that news, we relaxed a little bit as we settled in for a 6-hour overnight flight from BWI to Reykjavik, Iceland. At this point, I was just hoping to get a few hours sleep. I really needed my wits about me if I were going to drive Kat and I on the left side of the road, steering on the right side of the car, and shifting with my left hand. As soon as we landed in Iceland, we were ushered onto a shuttle and within minutes sitting on our flight to Dublin.
Dear passengers, I just want to let you know that we are on an outside step, so I do recommend that you put on a jacket or something as it is quite cold outside.
Landing in Dublin, we quickly retrieved our car rental and headed down the M50 motorway towards Glendalough Visitor Center. Now, by this point, I was very tired. I'd gotten little sleep on our first flight, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and absolutely no sleep on our second flight. That mixed with the emotions from the 2 hour delay, I was very exhausted. My wife was very exhausted. And by the time we got to Glendalough, we were just happy to stand still. But we didn't stand still for long. Excitement grew as we realized we were at our first National Heritage Site in Ireland. And walking up the path, we noticed a cafe off in the distance, so we stopped for some much-needed caffeine, and Kat ended up getting a cider. What are you drinking? Ballers.
This isn't too sweet though.
No, no.
Yeah.
In this valley, off the shores of 2 lakes, lies Glendalough Monastery. And as we walked the many paths, Kat and I reflected on the countless people who made the pilgrimage for over 1,000 years before us. As beautiful as this treasure in the county of Wicklow was, we headed towards our Airbnb in the small town called Pilton, outside of Kilkenny. After our gracious host Sam gave us a quick tour of our renovated shed that dated back to the 1700s, sleepiness swallowed us, and we rested for our many adventures to come.